All right, everyone, we're here with another PrizePicks video on the channel, and this time we're going to cover a few of the midweek matchups. Of course, we have EFL Cup matchups for English teams. We have Serie A going on, and we even have the Pokal, I guess Cup you would call it, midweek. But we're going to cover a few of the matchups that we're going to see here for tomorrow's game. And there is a few that I like, and obviously with Manchester United no longer under Eric Ten Hag, I feel like every time a team gets a new manager, I know there's like a little bit of a, especially like mid-season, there's a little bit of push, kind of just to prove that, in a weird sense, like, through so much turmoil, just they kind of just give that little bit of extra, to try to win, to kind of, move forward. So with Manchester United, we see this match here, in which we have Alejandro Garnacho at 3 shots. I know 3 shots, depending on who he plays, can be very low or, just about right, as you see by his stats. Against Porto and Brentford, he had 8 shots. And then against Villa, Fenerbahce, or West Ham, he had 3 shots and 2 shots. So it seems more out of the ordinary for him. But in this case, if Garnacho starts, I do like the over. Like I said, I think United's going to come out a little kind of, I wouldn't say refreshed, but a little bit more aggressive. Now that Eric Ten Hag is gone, kind of trying to prove that, it's not their fault. Kind of trying to prove that they still want to win. So with Garnacho being on the field, if he starts, I do expect United to play Leicester aggressive and try to score and take a lot of shots. So I do like the over on Garnacho on 3 shots for the day. And another one that we are going to see here for Andre Onana, as you see, he's averaging 2.2 saves, and he's only gone over 2 saves against Fenerbahce and Porto, which were the Europa League games. In the Premier League, he had only 1 against Villa, Brentford, and West Ham. And of course, this is a tough one. I know if you were to give me a certain lean, like I said, in the past, United has been kind of very open and very poor defensively. But like I said, I feel like this game is one where Manchester United will tighten things up, try to attack. And I know that Leicester City on their day can score as well. They still have Jamie Vardy, who is still scoring for them. And this is a tough one for me, but I am leaning on the under a little bit. Like I said, I think United is going to try to tighten up on the back and kind of try to be aggressive and be more efficient in this game. So I am kind of liking the under on 2 saves for Andre Onana on the day. And then another one that I like for tomorrow, let me see, Man City. So a lot depends on the rotations of Man City tomorrow. Obviously, it's something that Pep Guardiola likes to do a lot. Something he's actually very good at, in my opinion. Kind of keeping his players fresh for the long season. And what we see, I feel like, in my opinion, we've seen in the past, Erling Haaland, who always gets a lot of shots against teams that are not good at all. You see against Southampton and Sparta, he had 8 and 9 shots. But against Tottenham, I think I think when Haaland kind of gets shots, low amount of shots, is when he plays teams that they kind of know him a lot better. So, like, for example, Wolves, he had 0 shots. But against Sparta, Praga, and then Southampton, usually teams that are very weak compared to Man City, he kind of feasts on those teams. And this time they are playing Tottenham. And again, it all depends on the rotations for Pep Guardiola, who starts. But I am kind of leaning on the under. I think it would be a tough, matchup. Obviously, Tottenham is not the greatest team, but they can always give a fight to any team at the top. And another one that I like over here as well is Mateo Kovacic, 62.5 passes attempted. as we see. He has only gotten over against Fulham and Wolves. Against Sparta, he had 32. Against Southampton, he had 62. And this is another tough matchup. Like I said, I think that Tottenham, like I said, on their day, can give a very good matchup to anyone. And I also think that for the being that it's midweek, Kovacic is not always a starter, and sometimes he could get subbed out, being that he's a starter, although he's getting more minutes if he starts tomorrow. So I do like the under on 62.5 passes attempted for him on the day. And then we're going to go ahead and look at Inter Milan, Inter or Internacional. So there's a few that I really like here. And, Inter going up against Empoli, kind of, we have already seen that Inter kind of plays very safe at the back. Not that they play super defensive, they do attack at times. But the way they play, they kind of play with like a 5-3-2 or 5-1-3-1-1 type of lineup where they play with 5 defenders and then 3 midfielders, or sometimes they even play 5-4-1, 5 defenders, 4 midfielders. So Jan Sommer, 2 saves, as you see, against Roma, Torino, and Seda. Karena Vesta, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but he had 2 saves. And then against Young Boys and Juve, he had 2 and 1. So I do like the under on this one. Like I said, they're playing a team who they are superior to, and I think that Inter doesn't give up a lot of shots and defends very well. You don't even have to look too far back in the Champions League matchup that they had against Man City. It was a 0-0 draw. So as you see, Jan Sommer 2 saves. I do like the under 4 goalie saves on him on the day. And then last 4, Inter Milan tomorrow. I do like Lautaro Martinez. You see 3 shots is the line. Tomorrow we see him go up against Empoli, and you see against Torino he had 6. Although he's not meeting this line consistently, 2.4. He's been a bit of a slump. You kind of look at players like Lautaro to bounce back against teams that are weaker, kind of just take shots and try to score. So I am liking the over on 3 shots for Lautaro, just for the simple reason of that. I feel like Young Boys was a tough matchup for him. And then, obviously Bolivia and Venezuela, those are international matchups. But against Torino, he had 6 shots. So I am liking him to have over 3 shots on the day for him. And then last but not least, we don't have Bayern Munich is going to play tomorrow, but I was trying to look at some of his props, but they are not up. But yeah, with that, I leave you guys this video. So like, comment, subscribe, keep commenting. If you guys need any help, you guys can comment. I'll try my best to look at the comments to see if you guys need any help with any props before games, any props that I missed, any props that I didn't cover. So yeah, again, let me know what props you guys want or don't want, and I'll see you guys on the next one.